Continuing through Baltimore, I find myself quite literally in the heart of Baltimore to get a look at the Inner Harbor. But there's just one thing we're looking for out here: the gallery at Harbor Place. Harbor Place does have a decent amount of history, though there is little mention of the gallery in particular. In fact, up until 2016, all I have is an opening date for the gallery. But we can talk about Harbor Place as a whole. Harbor Place started back in the late 70s as an urban renewal project proposed by Benjamin C. Thompson, and was set to be built on the former site of Baltimore's Steam Packet Company's terminal and docks. After clearing red tape, the Rouse Company would be tasked with constructing the property, officially opening in July 1980. The gallery, which we're looking at now, wouldn't be built and opened until 1988. Harbor Place would enjoy much success, hosting a 25th anniversary ceremony in 2005, which would feature Maryland's governor, Martin J. O'Malley, along with the Baltimore Area Convention and Visitors Association's president, Leslie R. Doggett. Try saying that organization's name 3 times fast. In 2012, Harbor Place would also see the cometh of Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in the Light Street Pavilion, but would also be sold to a company called Ashkenazi's Acquisition. What a name. Regarding the gallery, we'd find news in 2016 that the mall would be put up for sale by General Growth Properties, but the sale would be canceled almost exactly 1 year later. In addition, restaurants on the upper floors had filed complaints about their leases being terminated with little to no warning. The 4th floor and higher would be closed off for renovations. The last I have about this event would be that General Growth Properties plan to redevelop the building into a mixed-use development, and the 4th floor and higher would be converted into office and meeting space. The future seems relatively unclear for this property, but we can at least enjoy a tour of the floors available to us, along with that impressive fountain on the ground floor seen earlier. That fountain on the ground floor was the main reason I wanted to go to this place. And in my opinion, it was worth every second. It was worth the $17 in parking that I had to pay, and it was worth getting stuck in traffic and falling behind the other dead maulers in this trip. I do think this was a rather impressive property. It also isn't often that you find enclosed mall-type buildings here in the downtown areas of cities. Occasionally you can find an arcade-type mall, but not really in the way of buildings like these. I do wish I could have gotten higher up in this building. Just looking at that space higher up, you can tell that this mall was meant to be 5, maybe even 6 floors of retail and dining. In addition, the gallery is attached to a hotel and a large office block, so this is quite a unit to behold. Even here you find Bath & Body Works lurking about. GNC is also here somewhere. Actually, I think it's right over there. I can kinda understand why they'd convert the upper floors in this mall. With the retail apocalypse constantly being pushed on news groups like Business Insider and CNN, it would be difficult to fill in those spaces up top with traditional retail. But I find it a little odd that they'd boot all the restaurants out. I suppose General Growth Properties believe that the outdoor areas would suffice for eateries, but still, should have something for shoppers to enjoy. Anyone else get the same feeling I get when walking over those portions of glass beneath us? I always feel like they're going to give out and I'll fall through. I know it's structurally sound, even after years of foot traffic, but still, I just can't shake the feeling off. And there's that fountain once again. tell me that doesn't look impressive. In addition, you had that hidden fountain wrapped around the escalators on the ground floor. Definitely helps this mall out greatly in terms of charm. If I wasn't on a tight schedule, I could easily hang out down by that fountain for about an hour or two. You also have some little touches throughout, like those light posts and the railings. This mall is overall pleasant to look at in my eyes. Hopefully, this pleasant design can be retained if anything further is done to this mall. Meanwhile, back here behind the escalators is this little passageway which leads to the bathrooms, as well as the shoe shine station. But it also opens out into a mezzanine area on the back side, which overlooks the intersection of Lombard Street and Calvert Street. Right above us is what I presume to be the office block, as this part of the building towers over the rest of it. I was tempted to go in those elevators to see where they would lead, but I decided against it. I'm probably not supposed to be up there anyway. But maybe, if I ever come back, I could do that. Just see where we wind up. Well, all good things must come to an end. This has been the gallery at Harbor Place. What did you think about this mall? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Should I come back here and get into the nitty-gritty of this building? Should I tour the rest of Harbor Place next time? Tell me in the comments below, after hitting that like button. And if you're new here, welcome, and I extend an invitation for you to subscribe. We have 2 more malls to hit in the Baltimore adventure, both of which should be familiar to you. If you want to keep the discussion going about Harbor Place or the gallery at Harbor Place, then you are welcome to do so on the Dead Malls Discord server, organized by our Baltimore resident, Sal. The server has been growing for a while now, with close to 1,000 members, and we would love for you to join us, where you can chat between the common folk and the great creators. You can also find my social media pages on Facebook and Minds. Until next time, fellow mall rats and mall walkers, this is Doomie Grunt, wishing you and the Harbor Place Gallery farewell and good luck. Where are you taking me, Waze? You taking me by Dan Bell's house?